Shedeur Sanders after the game. He's asked about it. And what does he say? Well, Raiola wasn't touched the whole game. Raiola
Yeah.
had a run game. And listen, he's not wrong. Shedeur is
I
absolutely
say
not wrong.
it's
Like
not.
Shedeur's getting hit like crazy. They cannot run the football. I would argue they don't run the football either. Like they got to commit
Yeah.
to it at some point, at least to create a little bit of balance. But man, I
You can't
just
say it.
you
You
can't
just
say
can't.
it out loud. Like
No.
you
Think it
now
all you want.
everybody you should think it, and he should have been thinking it, and I was thinking it, and you were thinking it, and everybody watching the games like, why is number two on the ground consistently? Like, but I think saying that doesn't help build this. And
Right.
Colorado's built with a bunch of transfers from all over the place. The hardest thing to do with the transfer portal is mesh worlds together, new
Yep.
guys coming in, get them to care. You're not going to get them to care when we start now dividing them and making comments about that. So that might be a bad sign for Colorado the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's a tough situation with all the change and all that's gone on there. And also when you think about him too with the comments, he's played a lot of football. It's not like he has. I mean, he's got almost over 2,000 snaps. I mean, it's some crazy number in terms of snaps that he's played already. I didn't really expect to hear that, but oh
He's
well.
got some weapons. I mean, it's not
Yes,
like
and it's fun to watch Travis Hunter play. But
Travis Hunter, dude. Jimmy Horn is a baller. Like you watch him, he
yeah,
he looks like he can. I mean, he looks like he's in fast forward on tape too. I mean, he can fly. I would like to see Shedeur get rid of the ball quicker. I mean,
yeah,
he buys time and he wants to make big plays. I don't think. By the way, and this is going to be a topic for another day. Like when I start to evaluate Quinn Ewers and Carson Beck and Shedeur, I don't think Shedeur's going to get to that number one pick. I don't think that's something that I consider when I watch them just play the quarterback spot. Shedeur is talented as crud. Don't get me wrong. His offensive line doesn't help him. He's going to have a successful, probably NFL career. But the processing, the anticipation you see from Beck, the feel you see from Quinn as he's starting to develop more and more, I think they're a little bit of a step ahead of where he's at.
speaking of the NFL with him, yeah, now that they've seen the struggle, like it's going to continue. How do you respond the rest of the season? How do you respond each and every week? How do you lead your team? Those are the things that the evaluators are going to look at. All right,
They're
so
they're
last
look
one.
how you answer those questions too. I think when he
Yeah,
answers the questions of his teammates and what that looks like, I think that's part of it too. That will be listen. These dudes are watching everything. Like I can't tell you the questions I got. I mean, I remember Belichick asking me like, "What happened when you fell on the head and you fell on the steps and hit your head on that houseboat?" I'm like, "What? That was like my junior year. How do you know about that?" Like nobody asked me
nobody
about
knew
that.
that.
Do you love football? Like a guy from one team that will remain nameless, the Saints, asked me like we took one of your guys last year and he doesn't love football. He doesn't play hard. Like, have you watched my tape? Like that's all I can tell you. I love football. I play hard, but they're looking at the way you interact with your teammates. And here's another thing too, Brent, that's changed. NIL has changed, and you're getting paid a big chunk of change to
Hmm.
play. You're not getting paid to sit on the sideline. So sometimes these kids want to shut it down, but there's money attached now to somebody's
Yep.
paying you to be on the field, which will be interesting to see.